day you get to come here and see the President of the United States land in your city.
Air Force One touching down at PDX for the first time in 7 years as local folks gather to catch a glimpse of the president during his quick stop here in the Rose City. It is 11 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola. And the president now resting in Seattle after he packed 4 hours here in Portland. Air Force One touching down at PDX at 12:40. The president greeting Democrats on the tarmac before touring the new terminal at PDX. Then at the Oregon Air National Guard Base, the president spoke to a crowd that included Portland City Commissioners. After that, the motorcade moved north to the Portland Yacht Club for a Democratic National Committee fundraiser before heading back to Air Force One and on to Seattle. We had crews spread out throughout the route following this trip. Jenny Young now with a breakdown of all the highlights from today. Jenny?
Well, Jeff, considering he came here to tout his $1 trillion infrastructure package, we thought the president would spend more time at the I-5 bridge, but he spent most of his time here.
Here is the President of the United States.
That's the voice of KOIN 6 reporter Elise Haas, who provided live coverage from the tarmac at PDX, where we talked to people who showed up to get a glimpse of the president and some who showed up just to see his plane.
Me and my friend are both aviation nerds, so we really like to we're interested in planes, and it was kind of just like it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch Air Force One land, so we left school early, missed an English class.
Congressman Earl Blumenauer, Senator Ron Wyden, and Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler were among the local delegation who greeted the president. But he spent most of the time talking to Governor Kate Brown. The two hugged and shared a laugh before the presidential limo made its way to an airport construction site where Biden talked with workers.
Mr. President, Christian?
Then it was off to a hangar filled with supporters. At the podium, the president talked infrastructure, specifically funding for airports and building an earthquake-resilient runway at PDX.
The project is being modeled on the engineering of an airport that I happened to visit in Japan that remained operational in the face of a devastating earthquake and tsunami in 2011.
Before wrapping up remarks, President Biden talked about inflation and high gas prices, blaming Russia and supply chain issues caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. But he spoke about the country's resilience and proclaimed the future is bright.
I'm more optimistic about America's potential today than I've been any time in my career. And I've been doing this job in national politics for a long time. Because I see a future that is without a limit.
His trip to the Rose City was topped off with a fundraiser at the Portland Yacht Club. But there wasn't much time for donors to rub elbows with the commander-in-chief. His motorcade arrived here around 3:40. By 4:25, Air Force One was wheels up and headed to Seattle. All right, so he landed in Seattle shortly after 5, and he will do his rounds, make his appearance tomorrow on Earth Day, where we're told he'll talk about climate change. Reporting live tonight from PDX, Jenny Young, KOIN 6 News.
All right, Jenny, thank you.